Hi everybody, this is your horoscope for Monday the 31st of July going through until the 6th of August 2017. Thank you for joining me. It's really nice to be with you today. Now I've had a look at this week and it's a very emotional week. I have been feeling this already kind of before because I've been crying my eyes out a lot. So I expect that a lot of people will feel overly emotional and weepy. And the reason for that is because Venus moves into Cancer on Monday, the 31st of July. So for people like me who find it usually very difficult to cry, I really don't ever cry. It's just, it's like a wave that's come in. And sensitive people, you know, like us who watch these kind of videos and who look at the astrology and feel these energies, we will be influenced by them. So Venus is the planet of love and beauty, and in Cancer it is at its most nurturing, at its most loving, the domestic sphere, the mother, taking care of family, really caring about people, caring about animals, caring about other people's feelings, caring about your own feelings, and really being loving and nurturing to yourself as well. I really suggest that on Monday, you forgive yourself for whatever it is that is wrong. If you've got bad health, forgive yourself for having bad health. If you don't have the life that you've always dreamed of, forgive yourself for not having that life. Don't blame yourself for anything. Venus stays in Cancer until the end of August. So we've got this really, really emotional energy with us the whole of August. But Venus in Cancer can also be very intimate and loving and sexual and very, you know, there can be real connection there. So it's not just about weeping and crying and family, it can also be real intimacy and real emotional connection. You know, like when you look someone in the eye and you say, I love you, and you really connect with them. On Monday the 31st as well, we've got the Scorpio moon. The Scorpio moon in itself is also super emotional. It dives down to uncover the most hidden inner stuff. All of the stuff that you've pressed down, the resentment, the fear, the disappointment, all of that is going to come up. And the Scorpio moon sextiles Pluto in Capricorn. And Pluto in Capricorn is about making changes, okay? So on Monday, the 31st of July, you're going to feel a great deal of emotion. You may feel sentimental or teary, so don't be surprised if the littlest thing sets you off. I went to a meeting yesterday and this lady was talking about her kids and I just burst out crying. It was crazy, I don't know why. So, deep-rooted feelings and past disappointments may also come flooding back. So that's what this is about. This is about really taking a personal inventory of your feelings. And later in the week, it makes sense why you're going through all these feelings, because all these feelings are there to show you what you're going to do in life, from what you want your life to be like in 5 years from now, in 10 years from now. So the reason that you're teary and sentimental and crying over the things that are not there, the lack that you've got in your life, it's not meant to just be like, oh, I'm so sad, I'm crying. It's a signal for you that there are certain things in your life that you don't have and that seem very far away from you. So accept those things that you want, that you don't have just yet, and don't cry over them anymore, and use Pluto and Capricorn and say, I'm going to try and live in the present moment, of course, but I will also kind of give a thought to what would my ideal life look like? You know, do I want a house with a white picket fence, 2 children, a partner and a dog? Do I see myself living alone in an ivory tower? Whatever. Ask yourself really what your dream of your own life could be, regardless of how impossible it may seem or how far away from your current reality that may be, and really think about it. Now on Tuesday the 1st of August, the emotion is a little bit lessened. We've got the moon going into Sagittarius at 2 minutes past noon. And the Sag moon then squares Mercury in Virgo. So Sagittarius is all about being adventurous and looking forward. It's not about looking inward, it's looking about outward. So the moon now mitigates some of these emotional feelings. Mercury in Virgo is very analytical. Mercury is the communication planet. It rules Virgo, so it's really strong, and it's about facts and figures. Numbers, details, facts, not emotions, not feelings. So on Monday, all of the feelings are there. On Tuesday, there's less emotion and now a desire to move ahead. So some of you will already on Monday have realized, this is my desire, this is what I've been crying about. And some of you on Tuesday will now start to take the first step to realizing your dreams, to living the life that you want. Your critical thinking returns as the moon and Mercury mitigate the effects of Venus in Cancer. So Tuesday is a day of reason returning, and you not just being flooded in this ocean of feelings, okay? You're like, Monday, you're like in a little dinghy in the middle of the ocean. On Tuesday, your reason comes back. Now, let's move on to Wednesday, the 2nd of August. Uranus, the planet of chaos, rebellion, eccentricity, and the unexpected and miraculous, that goes into retrograde. So it appears to be going backwards. So Uranus' ability to really create chaos and disruption in your life is weakened by its retrograde. When it appears to be going backwards, it can't have such a damaging, chaotic influence in our life. So whatever sector Uranus is transiting in your chart will become less unpredictable and less chaotic. So if Uranus is currently transiting your first house, you're not going to have such personal, chaotic feelings about yourself. If it's in transiting your 5th house, then there will be less chaos in your romantic life and with your children. If it's in your 10th house, if it's transiting your 10th house, going retrograde, it means that there will be less chaos and your work will be more predictable. So that's a really good thing on Wednesday. Whatever area of your life it affects, you'll notice that it starts to quieten down a little bit. Now on Thursday, the 3rd of August, we've got the Sagittarius moon squaring Chiron, the wounded healer, which is in Pisces, and it forms a trine with Uranus in Aries. So the Sagittarius moon continues to drive you forward. It says, come on, go on an adventure, move ahead. But Chiron in Pisces, Chiron is the wounded healer, as I said. In Pisces, it's very spiritual and it's very emotional. So your emotions and your feelings and your dreams are center stage here today. And with the combination of Uranus in Aries, despite it being retrograde now, when those two come together, there's really a desire to move forward on what you want, but you also may have a desire on Thursday to burn all of your bridges. I tweet a daily quote on my Twitter feed, and recently there was one by, I think, C.S. Eliot. I could be wrong, sorry if I'm misquoting it, but he said, when burnings one's bridges, what a pretty fire they make. That's the thing. So anyone who's been in a job and hated it and told the boss to do one and they've walked out, you guys know what that feeling is. It's pressing the F it button, saying, I don't care about this anymore. I want to blow it up. I want to destroy everything. I want to just throw everything up in the air and burn all my bridges and watch the pretty fire it makes. So that is super satisfying in the moment. And remember, Venus is in Cancer, so your emotions are really ruling you a lot. Despite Mercury mitigating it and all of this stuff, Venus in Cancer is really going to make your feelings paramount, and you're going to act on your feelings. So if you want to burn all your bridges, and you'll feel great doing it, but once they're burnt, you're on your own. Remember that. Once the fire's gone out and it's all ashes, and you have no bridges left, then you're by yourself. If you want that, great. If you don't want that, resist the urge to burn all your bridges on Thursday, the 3rd of August. On Friday, the 4th of August, the moon goes into Capricorn at 38 minutes past midnight, and Jupiter is in Libra. That's the lucky planet. In Libra, it's about connecting with other people, and that squares Pluto and Capricorn. So this is what we've been building up to the whole week, and especially on Monday and Venus in Cancer and the weepiness and the focus on what I do not have in life. On Friday, again, you will probably feel sentimental about what you don't have in your life just yet, and you start to realize what you actually want. It's the thing about this is that before you didn't even realize you wanted some of these things. So it's through all this emotion that's come up that you tend to repress and repress. The emotion has come up despite you, and with it has come some amazing information about what you truly want in life. So, for instance, in my case, it would be I'm a 35-year-old single gay man. The weepiness and all of these things could result in me making a decision that I no longer want that, and that I'm going to decide to find a partner and adopt a child and get a dog. And that's really scary to me, but it's through the emotional things, for example, that could come up. So my real dreams, your real dreams, will be exposed through your feelings. So don't dismiss them, and it doesn't feel very nice, but you see what your real dreams are for your life. And sometimes when the way is really long, it seems like a miracle. You know, like, I mean, where we've all come from, you know, some people are born in a town and they live in that town their whole life, and they die in that town. And they work in their dad's job or in the family business, and that's their life. But other people start out, for instance, in Colombia and end up as a famous singer in Greece. You know, some people start one place, and through a series of miracles and unbelievable possibilities, they reach these completely different paths, and they become completely different people. And on Friday the 4th of August, you're being shown the person you can become. So the weepiness has been a way of showing you your true desires. And the sad thing is that you can see how far away they are and how much work you're going to have to put in to get there. So again, forgive yourself for wanting these things. Forgive yourself for being scared of doing the work. Forgive yourself for feeling like, I can't do this. And forgive yourself for everything. Just accept what you're feeling right now and just feel it. Sit with your feelings. And I know how hard that is, believe me. Saturday the 5th of August, the moon goes into Capricorn and it conjuncts Pluto in Capricorn. So, very basic. Go out into nature for personal transformation. You ground yourself on this day. It's all about the earth. And the earth is our mother, you know? The earth has a lot of influence on us. I'm looking at the stars here and the influence they're having on us, Mercury and the sun and Venus. They're all light years away, and planet Earth, our feet are on planet Earth. So planet Earth is it's our home, it's our mother, it's our parent, it's our family. So going out into nature, you will feel a sense of connection with nature. And even if you're someone who hates nature, if you're a city girl or a city boy and you say, I don't want to get my feet dirty and will never put on, well, I'm talking about England here, because if you go out in nature, you'll probably need Wellington boots because it gets muddy. I will never do that. So if you live in England, if you live in California, you can wear sandals in the sunshine, you're lucky. But if you're in England, get some Wellington boots and go out in nature. It's really going to bring you right down to consolidate everything that's been going on. Because emotionally, it's a really demanding week. and you can consolidate it on Saturday, and it's like, bang, we know what's going on now. It clicks into place, the penny drops on Saturday. On Sunday, the 6th of August, the moon again makes a change and it moves into Aquarius, the sign of the humanitarian. And the Aquarius moon then forms a relationship with Venus in Cancer, weepy old Venus in Cancer. I'm being mean to Venus. I'm sorry, Venus. Venus in Cancer is also very loving and very nurturing. She loves to listen to other people who are in pain. She can nurture through food. She can nurture through arts. She can nurture through anything. So it's not just a sentimental placement, but for a lot of people like myself who have lots of earth in our charts, we don't like all of this emotion. It's too much. So for you water signs out there, you guys are going to do best this week because you know how to swim the best out of all of us. So on Sunday, the 6th of August, there's again great emotion and sentimentality with this vision of the future that you've now got. It's the perfect time to change your life around. Remember, on Saturday, you walked around and you went into nature and you really understood what practical steps you have to take to make changes in your life, to forgive yourself and to start over and to start thinking positively about your life. Positive affirmations are something that I use. If I get up in the morning and I feel like hell and dreadful, I try not to grumble my way out of bed and say, oh my God, I feel dreadful. How am I going to get through this day? I say, I have perfect health. My body supports me. I feel good in my own skin. And even though it doesn't feel like a truth, saying it immediately makes me feel better, immediately lifts me, and it alters the physical symptoms. It really does. The way we think has such a huge impact on us. Now, please don't forget about the eclipse happening on Monday, the 7th of August. I've made a separate video on that. I'll put a link in the description of this video. That eclipse is happening on Monday, the 7th of August. And the effects of eclipses last about 6 months. So those are really important. So have a look at that eclipse video. I hope you have a wonderful week. Don't cry too much. Maybe buy yourself a box of Kleenex, you know, those tissues. It is going to be emotional, but it's like, you know, when they, in the gold rush, when they went to, when the gold rush was going on, they went to the rivers and they had these round things, these nets, and they used to get all the dirt and they used to kind of filter it out until all the gold was left. So that's what you're doing. You're shaking your emotions around to see where the golden nuggets are, and those golden nuggets are treasures and they're information for you that you can use to build an amazing life. So it's Gold Rush week, okay? Have a wonderful week. If you'd like a private reading with me, then please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the Readings tab to order your reading. Please remember to subscribe to this channel if you like these videos. Obviously, if you don't like the videos, then don't subscribe. And I'll speak to you next week.